Okay, well, you guys let me get away with a lot up here. Okay. Was that dumber than first service, or? It was up there. Okay, right there. It was about the same. Well, thank you for listening to my 10-minute Christmas tree rambling. I'm going to introduce the band real quick. We got Yuri, we got James, we got Joe, and I'm Jake. Thank you. Oh, gosh. Good morning, CSL. I'm really excited for today's service, but before we begin our usual proceedings, I'm going to take a moment to embarrass someone. We have a percussionist over here. His name is Yuri. You all know him. He's awesome. This, unfortunately, is his second to last Sunday with us. So I just want to take a moment and kind of guide you through all the stuff he's done for us and just what kind of dude he is, okay? So first off, obviously, he's like one of the best piano technicians ever. When we had our Kawai here, the old piano, he was doing such regular work on it because it was losing its ability to stay in tune. So he would tune it twice a Sunday, essentially, like for, a year plus? A year plus. He kept working on it all the time and did so much work, and it was so fun. And he helped me shop for a new piano, which we now have. And then he took this piano and made it better and serviced it, and now it is like the best thing ever. So please give it up for Yuri as a technician. Woo! And we're not even done yet. I don't know if you noticed, but he's sitting there behind a sweet percussion setup that he comes here and plays every week, and he kills it every week. So please give it up for Yuri as a percussion player. Inventor, yeah. And lastly, he's such a really big joy to work with and just such a nice guy to talk to and good friend. And it's really fun having you around, and we're all going to miss you, Yuri. One more round of applause for Yuri, please. And now I'd like to bring up our special guest artist who needs no introduction, but we introduce her anyway. It's LaVon Hardison.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a beautiful tree. Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, good to see you, good to be seen. Let's start out, take a deep breath. Let's get grounded, let's be here. Yeah, leave your morning behind. You know, where the cat barfed, don't worry about it. You'll clean it up when you get home. Don't worry about it.
identity is so important. How do we identify ourselves? Are we shaped by our past, by what others have said about us, what we have told ourselves over and over again? Are we shaped by that, or are we shaped by our original innocence, our original goodness, our original connection to something greater than ourselves? It makes all the difference. Just take a moment. And what do you tell yourself about yourself? And what if I am is holy and it creates your experience? Then we choose our words wisely. So let's begin this time together by listening. What is God? What is God to you? Is it goodness? Is it life? Is God love? Is it God truth? Is God goodness? Not just good, but goodness. Then whatever it is, know that we are an expression of that, and you can say, God is, I am. God is, I am. Now, we're going to do a form of a chamber prayer, which means we're all going to talk at once, so nobody can really tell what you're saying. So I'm going to say God is, and you say God is, and then you fill in the blank. What are you? God is, and you fill in the blank, and then you say I am, and you fill in the blank, and hopefully it's the same word. Let's try that on. That can be fun. God is, I am. God is, I am. God is, I am. And so it is.
What a blessing. And there's choir people harmonizing behind me. It's so beautiful. I'm Andrea Weatherhead. I'm a minister here at Center for Spiritual Living. And I am, as God expresses, love and delighted to be here this morning. My pronouns are she and her. And if you're new to Center for Spiritual Living, we teach a teaching that believes in a force that's larger than ourselves, but expresses through us. And so we have God within us expressing as us, uniquely as each and every one of you. And if you like that idea, please keep coming, and please come and take some classes and learn a little bit more about our principles. There's no judgment, there's no sin, and there's no dogma in this teaching. It's very refreshing. So we have another 2/3 of you are online. Welcome everybody online. Please say hello to each other in the chat. We love it when there's a community online that can be merged with us. I want everyone to be able to be connected to us for the things that we do. We do lots of programs and classes and workshops and retreats. Oh my. We do so much. You can't fit it into just one announcement session. So please take the time to connect with us so you'll get our newsletter. The newsletter tells you everything that's going on. And we would love more people to be reading it and appreciating it, because we talk about our community too, all the good things that are happening with people who are part of this teaching. If you're here in person, there is a set of notes, or excuse me, a set of cards that have purple tops that are in the back of your seat. You can fill out the connection card there and drop it into the basket. We will happily send you information about what's going on here. If you're online, there's an online version of it as well. There's just so much to say, and I have to be brief. It's not easy for me. So, we want you to join our healing, and we want you to submit a prayer request. If there's anything on your heart that you would love treatment, spiritual mind treatment, which is what we call affirmative prayer, you can drop it in the basket here. You can put a prayer request online. We love to pray for you. Lastly, not lastly, but second to lastly, there's a give card in your back of your seat too, with a QR code on it that makes it really easy for you to point your phone to it, and you can just give if you feel like it this week, or pledge, whatever you want to do. And I think that's about it, besides the fact that I want to remind people to see us online, because we have Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. We're all over the place. And if you like us, then other people can find us. So please like and comment and get into the community online. And I think that's it. And with that, I welcome back LaVon.
So I don't know about y'all, but I have been thinking and ruled by a lot of fear as of late. And I'm so glad that Kathianne is talking today about fear and overcoming and getting through and thriving. And I love this song. It's called Fear is a Liar. When he told you you're not good enough, when he told you you're not right, when he told you you're not strong enough to put up a good fight, when he told you you're not worthy and you will never be loved, when he told you you're not beautiful and you'll never be enough. Fear, he is a liar. He will take your breath, stop you in your steps. Fear, he is a liar. He will rob your rest, steal your happiness. So cast your fear into the fire, 'cause fear is a liar. When he told you you were trouble, forever be alone. When he told you you should run away and you'll never find a home. When he told you you were dirty and you know you should be ashamed. When he told you you're the one that could be the one that grace could never change. So cast your fears into the fire, 'cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall. fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. 'Cause fear is a liar. Let your fire fall and cast Let your fire fall, your love is all I feel. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. Let your fire fall, your love is all I feel. Let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. Let your fire fall, your love is all I need. Oh, let your fire fall and cast out all my fears. Let your fire fall, your love. Fear is a liar. He will take your breath and he'll stop you in your steps. Fear is a liar. Rob you of your rest, steal your happiness. So cast your fear, cast your fear into the fire. Fear is a liar. Is a liar. Is a liar. Can't tell you nothing true about yourself. Is a liar. Will never tell the truth about you. Is a lie. Will never tell the truth about the world. Is a lie. Will never be real. Will never be real. Is a lie. Will never show you what's good. Is a lie. Will never give you peace. Is a lie. Will never give you happiness. Is a lie. Will never give you joy. He's a liar. Will never make a change. He's a liar. Will never give you life. He's a liar. Will never give you health. He's a liar. Will never give you wealth. He's a liar. It'll never, it will never, he's a liar. It will never, it will never tell you what's true. I tell you what's right.
He's a
I tell you
liar.
what's good. I tell you what's got mind. Truth is a liar. Truth is a liar. Truth is a liar.
So, my dears, for those of you that are here for one of the first few times, yes, the music is always that good. I am so grateful. We are so lucky. Woo! And also, before you leave, can I take your picture in front of this tree so you can actually understand how beautiful you would be with this tree? No, before you leave. Yeah. Because do you see the colors? Thank you. So, happy Good Winter's Day to you, my friends. Yes, it is winter. And for everything, there is a blessing and a season. And for me, the season of winter lets me do less outside so I can do more inside. So I just count that as a blessing. But I want to talk about themes for just a second. And it's going to be a very short little talk because we have a lot to go through. But a theme is how you do something. It becomes part of your action. And I was recommitted to the power of theme in November, because in November we were talking about gratitude, so I made it a practice to be practicing gratitude. I had to, and honestly, I had to practice gratitude sometimes. Things were wonky in a lot of areas, and I was leading a trip, and not every day turned out the way I wanted it to turn out because things happen. So I got to practice gratitude. And I shared this on my Thoughts to Sleep On. There was a time when I got back, and I'm not sure when it was, but I woke up so just counting blessings. It's like that's the way I woke up. And I realized that I was no longer practicing gratitude. Gratitude was living me. So I'm really grateful that our theme for this month is about being glorious and seeing what's glorious. That's our theme, glorious. Ooh, I'll just read you a little bit of what we put into the Friday email that Andrea so lovingly invited you to read. Because we put all the good stuff at the bottom, by the way, so you have to go through everything, and then there's some really great stuff. But anyway, in Knowledge of Higher Worlds and its Attainment, that's the name of the book, Rudolf Steiner wrote that the path to higher knowledge begins with a feeling of wonder and reverence. Glorious. He explained that when a person experiences genuine awe before what we consider as beautiful, orderly, or mysterious, the soul becomes still and receptive to spiritual impressions. So perhaps courting awe and wonder is a path to God. Glorious. So I'm willing, because if gratitude could have such a shift in me, on me, I'm excited to see what glory will do. So thank you for being here. I hope what I'm doing is inviting you into the theme to consider it. So glorious can also mean it's the result of an experience. So we also cultivate experiences. And one of the things that I have cultivated, and when I experience it is glorious, is a freedom from a past thought, a freedom from something that used to run me. And one of the best ways to get free is to face what we fear. Not feel the fear and do it anyway, but actually use fear as a catalyst for transformation. I'm so grateful that so many people shared their transformative stories in October and early November, and we now have a montage of people saying how they've been transformed here. And we really are about transformation, but it's a radical change from the inside out. Not change my behavior, but change who I think I am, my identity, and then see how that shows up in our life and how it changes our life. And when I was listening to, anybody else getting carried away listening to LaVon? There's something about this repetition, this boom, the beat and the depth and it's just, I was going, and it's like, the image I had with fear is border collie / any animal. A border collie up against a cow that's so much bigger than they are. A border collie up against a ram with horns. A border collie against a sheep, or a goat or anything. It's like the border collie is fearless. And it is not afraid to look that creature in the eye until the creature backs up. How many of you get high on border collies? No, I really, if I am low on energy, I will Google border collie. Or I go to YouTube, border collie, and I will see them do their thing. It's like, whoa, I want some of that. What that? It doesn't matter, that silly movie, I'll take what she's having. No, I want what that border collie has. Thank you for getting the joke. It was a reference that might be too old for some people, but still. But no, I want what the border collie has. I want that intentionality. I want that. I don't care how big you are. Hopefully, you will transform your idea about fear today. Not just to face it, not just to put up with it, not just to avoid it, but to use the fear for a deeper healing. And it's not just fear, it's also all those other experiences that we have that seem uncomfortable. Those feelings that we have of anxiety, of anger, of revolt, trepidation. Sometimes it doesn't reach the level, for me it doesn't reach the level of fear. It's like anxiety, overthinking. How many of you overthink? Just, All of that, when we are in that, we have the opportunity to numb ourselves, and we can even do it in really healthy ways, like breathing. We find that still point within ourselves. And that's not bad, because anytime we're upset and we stay upset, we are harming our body. All of that going on inside of our nervous system, we are eventually going to upset the divine order of the way our body functions. But so we don't just become calmer, we use the upset, whatever it is, to face the fear, to discover the cause, to let God transform it. Does that make sense? Do you understand what we're doing today? Great. No, you don't. You have no idea. If you did, you might not have come. But we're going to play a very high and holy game today, and the game is called Fear to Faith Worksheet. Yay! So, may we have the Fear to Faith Worksheet. Oh, thank you. So, we're actually going to walk through this together, because I could tell you about it, I could give you the theory, but it's not the same as actually walking through it. Now I will say that I used to do this over and over and over again. Are you leaving because you hate me, or are you just going to go get a worksheet? Okay, thank you. I just wondered. I've never had people walk out so early. Okay. Jerry, would you get a few extra, just in case people need it? Thank you. So, here's the worksheet. I have done so many of these. I used to have them in a big binder. And it was all about the same stuff, but I would work these out because I had a lot to work out. I'm grateful that I very seldom come to this anymore. There's still times I'm so triggered that I will do one of these. You still do them too, Kathianne, probably. I've got to the place I don't need the worksheet because it takes a lot of room. I can do it on a small piece of paper now. And I could ask you to do it on your little note paper too. And actually, note paper is great because see how little room you have? That means you have to be concise. It seems like words take up as much room as they've got. So either way. And we're going to go through this, and I go through this when I'm triggered, when I'm upset, when I'm in a conundrum, when I don't know how to proceed, because if Einstein said we can't solve the problem at the level of the problem. We can't solve the problem with our thinking because our thinking made the problem. So we need to have a different perspective, and this worksheet helps us have that perspective. The worksheet was created by Marcia Sutton and Lloyd Strom, and they got it out of a paragraph from Emma Curtis Hopkins. And that paragraph said, when something happens that upsets us, the brain has two ways to address that issue, that whatever that's upsetting us. We can either follow our hope or follow our fear. What do you think people usually do? Fear. So we're going to talk about how to do that. So here's your Vanna White moment. I'd like you to start here. The brain, probably some of you are looking at this and saying, this is a funny place to start, because logically it is. But I'm so grateful for the mastery of Marcia Sutton and Lloyd Strom, who said, we think linearly. And so sometimes you can't get from A to D because you haven't found out B and C. So they mixed it all up, so we're using both sides of our brain. So we start here. A current situation or condition, write that down. Short, sweet, don't make it long. I'm going to give you a hypothetical something. a hypothetical something, and I want this because hypothetical, and I want to tell you it's hypothetical so that you don't believe that I've still got a bad relationship with my sister. Okay, hypothetical situation. I talked to my sister, and she seemed a little bit short. We could just say that. That might be the hypothetical condition. Write that down if you choose. You don't have to, but if there's something that's a little bit disturbing, then we would write that down. We would write that down. And I see people with their head down, so I'm assuming people are writing things down. Thank you very much. And then write down how it makes you feel. I might write, if my sister was being short with me, I might write, it makes me feel sad. I've worked so hard at cultivating this relationship, and look what she's doing. However. And what's interesting is that will be unique to you. How you feel would be unique to you, because somebody else, a sister might get a little snappy with somebody else, and they go, oh, well, don't have to talk to her. That frees up some time. I mean, so we all things affect us differently. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, the mind has a choice. Oh, by the way, if you've written something down, raise your hand so I can see who's working with this. Oh, look at this. There's going to be some big spiritual juju going on because a lot of people are participating. Thank you very much. All right, so then we leap. We leap from here to number 2. See, this is not making sense. The brain's going, why are we going that way? Shouldn't we go this way or that way? But we're going there. What I hope will happen. What I hope will happen. Now, wait just a second. I know it's people are writing things down. Take a breath, Lori. Take a breath, Lanny. I know. This is where we sometimes get off track. So I want to catch you before you fill it out. Oftentimes what we hope for is that God would just fix it. I just want this fixed. If our roof leaks, we want it fixed, right? But that's not the same for this interior landscape that we have going on. So breathe into your heart. And what is it that you really hope for? What is the highest hope for the outcome of this situation? Not how it will happen, but what will you experience and who will you be if the very highest thing happened? Write that down. Hope is something we experience as human beings that leads us into a greater experience of the qualities of God we were born to express. Now that's kind of a highfalutin idea, and you have to prove it to yourself over and over again, but once you prove it to yourself, oh, I get it. I have this problem because I haven't been expressing this. This thing is asking me to express this quality of God that needs to be made real in me. So that leads us to the very top up there, the Word of God, which I build my faith in. What is the seed word? What is the quality of God that would make that hope a reality? And we learned a lot by someone that was, a couple of people that were very brave and shared their process in this. And so I'm calling upon Andrea Weatherhead, minister of mic handling. She actually took a whole course in ministerial school on just how to handle the mic. So she has a master's in mic running. And she would love to hear who's stuck on hope and who's stuck on that word, so that if you break through, right back there. Yeah, right, I saw you way in the back. I think it's Chris. Yeah. What's your hope?
My hope is for someone to feel so safe that they blossom more into themselves with joy and security.
I love it. You want God to change them. Honestly, who doesn't have something like that? Who has something a little bit like that? Dear God, I'd be better if you just changed them. How would you like it if somebody was praying the same thing about you? I'd be really happy if Chris would just change. Yeah. Ooh, that's why God does this sort of like boundary thing. So if they were different, what would you experience?
Joy.
Just really check inside, because you went like this. I'm not sure that was it. You just breathe into your heart. Huh?
Happiness.
You would be happy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be happy if they would just let me be myself.
Well, no, I mean, it's a good thing, but it's...
Well, no, really.
Yeah. I'd be happy.
Yeah, with your highest hope, because it's not about God changing them, but what you really want to be is happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be happy.
Yeah.
Great, cool. Now, God doesn't do happy, by the way. What's a bigger name for happy? And you can look at all those words up there, the fear to faith at the very top.
Yeah, joy.
Joy, great.
Joy.
So put joy in the cloud.
Okay.
And honestly, we heard from two people first service. They were willing to be so honest. What they really hoped for is that things would change, not them. One was like, I want some people to change, and the other one was really gorgeous. They wanted the whole world to change. That's so high and so holy, isn't it? It's a trick question. Wouldn't we just like it if the world changed? Yeah. I said, if the world changed, what would you get to have? Peace. But what if that song is true? What if that song is true? Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. I know. Okay, how many of you know you postpone your well-being until other people or the world gets their act together? Stop it. What do you want to experience? What would you experience if everything was okay out there? Wow. Well, you'd experience acceptance. That's a beautiful. Mic runner, the mastery of mic running. I know you're. Yeah.
And fear of failure.
Yeah. Right here. Nothing.
Raise your hand, please. Is it you?
Yes.
Oh, acceptance.
Well, but let's just say that you had acceptance. What would you have if you had acceptance? You want acceptance for what? I mean, don't tell me the whole story. But you want acceptance. You hope for acceptance that you would accept, or that they would accept you.
I would accept my limitations.
Great. And if you accepted your limitations, what would be the internal experience?
Joy.
Joy. So your highest hope is a experience of joy. Yeah. So you could actually say that what I hope for is more acceptance for myself and others, maybe, I don't know if it goes both ways, so that I can feel better. And then the cloud word might be joy. Does anybody else need help with this? You're all acting like, oh no, I get it totally. But then I also see these eyes. Don't see any hands, just eyes. Anyone else want some help? Okay, we'll move on. Oh, anyone else? Okay, we'll move on. Whew, yes, we must move on. All right, so this is where the mind often goes, though. Instead of saying, this is all happening, this is what I hope for, this is my internal experience if I got what I hoped for, instead we go to fear. It's a go-to. It's just like, this is happening, this is the worst. This is what could happen. How many of you take a thing and then it can expand exponentially, like, oh, I don't know, yeast in dough. You know, it starts out as just a little ball, and then all of a sudden it's this big piece of bread. How many of you go there, I should say. Okay, so that's okay. So what I fear will happen. Now, it's not what the situation is. It's what you think is going to happen out of that situation. We write that down. Because oftentimes what we're going through. It's not bad. But we fear it may stay the same. We fear it will get worse. We fear that this is bad, but wow, what could happen? I get a cold and I fear that I might, have. How many of you, when you sniffled 4 years ago, you were sure it was COVID? And you saw yourself in a hospital? I mean, how many of you went that way really quick? Okay, that's not bad. It's just how the mind works. It expands things. So, write down what you fear might happen. In this situation, I'm afraid this will happen. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take a deep breath. You don't have to stay there. We're not going to stay there forever. Anyone want to share what they fear? Okay, come over here. Just share what you fear.
I will forget everyone I know and love, and they will be upset.
So what is a word that, and look at the words underneath the box number 5. What is it that is at the heart of that, like debt, lack, conflict, limit, I can't read it from here. Oh, I've got one in front of me. Limitation, ignorance, rejection, death, what? Dependency. So that the heart of your fear, thank you, is dependency. That I'm going to be dependent on people. Yes. Got it. See, how many of you have ever had the idea that you might become forgetful? Thank you. Thank you. But forgetful is an outcome we might not want, but it could be all sorts of reasons and also identifying beliefs that are triggering this fear. To know what triggers it, like for you, dependency, helps it so that you can turn it over to God. Because Ernest Holmes said, if you take a thing and you turn it into a thought, you can change that thought. But oftentimes we don't take the time to find out what the root thought is. We don't look for the seed. So you might do all sorts of things to not lose your memory, but if you still have a fear of dependency, you're going to be fighting that all the time. I'll share with you my story, which is the reason that I filled out that workbook full of fear to faith worksheets is that I was dating a gentleman. We were together a lot, and yet he continually said, don't count on me. Basically, I'm with you, but I'm out the door at the same time. And so it really triggered all the things. What did I fear would happen? That eventually he'll leave. What was the root of that fear? Rejection. Rejection. So he was my guru in he was my guru in the study of rejection that I dated for 3 years until I finally had my breakthrough by using this method all the time. All the time. I release my belief in rejection. I release my belief in rejection. You would release your belief in dependency. And I bet other people have an idea that shows up in a different way about dependency. You're depending on someone, you're depending on perhaps a job or someone to do something for you. How many of you could have a thought about dependency? See, you're not alone. So we look at this. Then what we do is we start to create a prayer. We start to create a prayer. And the prayer starts here. I release my belief in whatever you put in number 5. So it could be dependency. Who has another word? Somebody else have a word that they're going to put in number. Okay, just a second.
Limitation.
Limitation. So you release your belief in limitation.
Failure.
Failure. Oh, way back at the back. Franco.
Powerlessness.
Okay, powerlessness. See, yay, now you're getting somewhere. Because a lot of times how you just pray and it's kind of generic and God's blessing me and everything's going to be okay. You're getting real specific. This is right over there. As a mic runner, you're going to go from master's degree to maybe bachelor's.
It's all these ropes everywhere.
Okay.
Hi, it could be just my different language. So what do you mean by release my belief? Just maybe it's a cultural difference. Like, do you mean I should stop believing in that? Or what exactly this means?
Thank you. No. How many of you have ever tried to stop believing something? How'd that work? Don't go there. Perfect question. Yes. No, we are turning this into a prayer. We're releasing it to the universal intelligence so that it releases it for us. It's really difficult for us to change our mind. Have you noticed? Now you can. You work really hard, you can, but this is becoming a prayer. So I'm releasing this so that something else can happen. Let's just move forward and it will become clearer as we go. All right, second step. In this prayer, I release my need to, and this is the action that we take all the time that continues to tell our brain we still believe in this. For me, I release my need to be pleasing. If I was just pleasing enough. If he was really into, oh gosh, he was such a sport. Really, I mean, can you just imagine? Can you see me on a bicycle for weekends? I was. I learned to shoot a gun. I did all these things to please. And he still had a foot off the door. Did you see? So what is it that you do and you keep doing it? If I just did it enough, if I just did it better, I wouldn't have to release that belief because I'd make it better. How many of you are into making it better? If I was just worked out more, we went to the gym together. Those were dates. Ick. Just ick. I release my need to please. And if you're watching this, anyway, that my need to please confirmed, no matter what I said, it confirmed someone could reject me and probably would if I didn't play right. So it's not enough to release the belief, to turn that over to God. I had to put my action into an affirmation of this prayer. I had to stop doing things. I remember the time that just broke this camel's back is when we were doing something silly and he said, let's just go climb this thing. I didn't have climbing shoes. I had the worst blisters. because I wasn't willing to say I don't have shoes for this. And my feet hurt so bad, it was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. Then you say, I am grateful, God. This is where the prayer is. I'm grateful. God is the Word of God up there, number 3. God is the whatever I am. So what do you hope for? Andrea.
Yeah. Oh,
Virginia. What do you have for the hope? Well, that's what yeah, you do. What's that word?
Peace.
Yeah. So God is the peace that I am. What I put down was, I am the love that I am, when I was doing this prayer over and over and over again. And so here's the answer to the prayer. When I met Tim, I had only been with him maybe 2 months, and out of nowhere, he said, I'm never leaving you. You can't make me leave you. Do you see how that was the opposite of, you don't know when I'm going to leave? Do you see, I was healed so much that out of his mouth he said exactly what this soul needed to hear as a confirmation I'd done my work. This is what's possible. Andrea Weatherhead teaches this in Beyond Limits. The class is almost over, so those of you in the class, you're going to be doing this. I think we're going to insert this into, once again, all of the core classes, because this is an important technological piece of paper for really getting at what's running you. Because if we don't know what's running us, we don't know how to shift and change. We don't know how to turn it over. We don't know how to pray about it. So I just bless this process. I bless this group. And I bless the collective transformation that this kind of inquiry does for the individuals and our community. For every aha, praise God. For every stuckness, praise God. For every conundrum, praise God. For we will make this a part of our life if we choose. And we will discover the truth of ourselves at depth, and so it is.
Every anxious thought that steals my breath, it's a heavy weight upon my chest as I lie awake and wonder what the future will hold. Help me to remember that you're in control. You're my courage when I worry in the dead of night. You're my strength 'cause I'm not strong enough to win this fight. You are greater than the battle raging in my mind. I will trust you, love. I will fear no more. I will lift my eyes, lift my cares, lay them in your hands and leave them there. When the wind and waves are going, you shelter me. Even though I'm in a storm, the storm is not in me. You're my courage when I worry in the dead of night. You're my strength 'cause I'm not strong enough to win this fight. You are greater than the battle raging in my mind. I will trust you, love. I won't fear that steals my breath. It's a heavy load upon my chest as I lie awake and wonder what the future will hold. Help me to remember love is in control. You're my courage when I worry in the dead of night. You're my strength 'cause I'm not strong enough to win this fight. You are greater than the battle raging in my mind. I will trust you, Lord. You're my courage when I worry in the dead of night. You're my strength 'cause I know that I can win this fight. You are greater than the crazy raging in my mind. I will trust you, Lord. I will fear no more. You're my courage. You're my strength. You are greater than the battle raging in my mind. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. So Kathianne was talking about learning how to trust herself, hearing that divine voice inside of herself that said, hey, what is your worth? Who are you? How does the divine see you? It is time to see yourself as that divine. We're not looking for outside. There ain't no outside that's gonna save us. It's only inside that's gonna make us. There's no outside that's gonna save us. It's all inside, it's gonna make us. You're the courage in my, when I worry in the dead of night. You're my strength, 'cause I know I can win this fight. You are greater than the battle raging in my mind. I trust myself because I am love. I trust myself 'cause I am love.
'Cause I am God.
I trust myself
I trust myself.
because I am love.
'Cause I am God.
I trust myself
I trust myself.
because I am love.
'Cause I am God.
I trust myself
I trust myself.
because I will fear no more. I say, I will fear no more. I say, I fear no more.
And I heard that when you sing something over and over again, it actually gets into your brain easier. So if you can turn this into some sort of song, back to the fear to faith. You've turned it into, and so for me it would have been, I trust myself, I trust God, I cannot be rejected. There is no rejection in me. Therefore I stop trying to please others to win their favor. Because I am the love of God, and I trust that love to draw to me the love that I need. Does that make sense? So create your song. Ooh. Oh, come on, kids. You can do this. It's going to be fun. Yeah, okay. And then pretend like you have LaVon's voice and sing it. Because it wouldn't sound, you'd sound better, yeah. Oh, let's just, there's a few more things that I want to share with you. And I am going to tell you I will be asking for your support today. Why? Because you don't pay when you come in, but hopefully if you get something out of this, then you return the energy by making a choice to support this kind of message this message of empowerment. So, a few things that I want to share with you. I'm going to go kind of in chronological order. So you'll be leaving the sanctuary and you'll be going right by the tree, the giving tree. I'm still looking for my announcements. Otherwise, I'm just going to make stuff up. Okay, I won't. So you're going to go by the giving tree, take something off the giving tree, and see if you can find something that you would be interested in, supporting. Some of the gifts are kind of large because we've got families of 6 that needs help this year. But I found out that if you involve other people, good things can happen. So I shared with some of my horsey folks that I am doing a coat drive at my center, and even though they don't want to talk to me about what I teach, because I'm a minister and they stay off the subject for some reason. Anyway, I know a friend who was a minister many, many years ago, and he would go to parties, and instead of saying he was a minister, which would just sort of close down the conversation, he said, I sell fire insurance. Because he was a Lutheran minister. I can't even do that. So anyway, I can't do that. But anyway, they did. I think I'm bringing in like 10 coats because they gave them to me at the barn yesterday. So you might just, if you've got a condo association or a group of people at work, they might want to come together and help you support a family, because we do have some families that could use some support this year. So there's that. There's also the coat drive. I found out that Valerie, who's collecting the coats, will be here tonight. So if you come to the concert, you can bring your coat then if you forgot your coat. That's happening. And also that leads me to this evening, and we have the Soul of the Season concert. That will be, this will be my Mr. Woot Man. Actually, he could probably do the whole concert, not on the piano, but by whistling. He could. No, he can whistle anything. Just whistle a little, just. I'm always amazed. It never ceases to amaze. Anyway, so that's tonight, 7 o'clock? Yep. 7 o'clock. We have a whole bunch of holiday activities. Pick this up. On the other side are 2 retreats you might be interested in. The Great I Am retreat is full, but we do take a waiting list because people change their mind in the month going up to there. So go ahead and fill in if you would like to be on the waiting list. And also think about CBEC. It's time to plan next year. I'm planning next year, so why not you? It's better than just going through the year haphazardly. And there's another one. There's also another flyer in the lobby, and that shows, well, it just disappeared. It has all of the classes that are going to be starting in January. I really encourage you to pick a class, keep your studies going. It's nice to be here together and have some of this atmosphere, but it's the study that really drives things deeply into your heart and into your consciousness and your soul. So check out the classes that are coming up, and those are all of my announcements. Let's just take a deep breath. Whew. And ask your heart, what is it that you're really called to give today? I mean, really called. So it's not out of fixing, and it's not out of any sort of mind stuff, but what does the soul want to contribute? And then bless the gift. And all the ways you can give are on the screen behind me. And for those of you online, hello online. I know you had one of those fear to faith things, so I hope you filled it out. Watching and writing. Anyway, there's all the ways you can give. I really appreciate the gift. And for those of you online, we try very hard to make this a wonderful experience for you. So we've got different cameras, we've got great music, we've got a great sound system, we've got great people making sure that what you get live streaming is really of excellent quality. So think about that when you're called to give as well. And we now bless our gift. And for those of you that are here for the first few times, we actually bring it up and put it in a basket. And who has a basket? Chris. Chris, thank you so much. By the way, Chris just leaped right in. He came and he'd been here before, but he just leaped. And so if anybody else would like to leap into being a greater part of this community and perhaps become a member, talk to me after the service, because wouldn't it be great to start the new year as a part of this place? As I'm in all the way. So think about that. And I love it because you never know what's coming out of Mr. Magic Fingers. And here we go. Bring your gift up and we'll celebrate. Giving.
Never mind. More of us need to dance. It's such a joyful thing. So I'm Jerry Paul. I am a practitioner emeritus, which means I've been doing this all my life, at least. So over here, we will have a prayer circle with Nancy Rice. And I want to let you know something else that Nancy does, which is our Compassionate Heart outreach. So if you or someone that you care about needs some support through physical challenges, we would really like to be there for you. Prayer, food, rides, whatever you need. Also, grief circles right across the street, 12:30. It's the season. One of my daughters said our family isn't normal, and I said there's no such thing. And Sean is back at the practitioner desk if you want some individual attention. So let's just know that that which we agreed to release is now gently, easily, effortlessly released, leaving us open to our greater good, to the love, to the joy, to the connection, to all the good that is. It's our divine birthright. And each person who hears my voice, I know, is a beautiful expression of that love. I'm so, so grateful that we come together to lift up not just us, although that will happen, does happen, is happening, our community, and we are lifting up the consciousness of this planet. And it is beautifully unfolding as I speak, as we all come together in this room, online, in agreement. Yay, and so it is.
All right, everybody, it's time for the closing sing-along. Please rise as you're able. Please get up on stage and dance as you are able. We are singing I Am Alive in the Spirit of God. That is the entire song. I believe in you. Here we go. I am alive in the Spirit of God.